Sherry, Sherry lady, going through emotion. All right, we sound good. You get that reference? You already know. All right, oops. I accidentally forgot my password for a very short amount of time, but I did find it again, thankfully. And what better way to get back into my channel? That's the only channel I've ever had, ever will have, and has always followed every community guideline than to do a dank food review. Make sure to like and subscribe for more food reviews. Oops. But before I get into that, not a sponsor. All the sips, you know that's how I get down. Panera Bread, I happen to find out that they have a mobile application, and if you join it for the first time, whatever, 60 days completely free, all the coffee and diet soda, obviously, was what I drink, but you could drink anything, really, mostly on the menu for completely free. Just cancel on the 59th day and you won't be charged. What a great deal. I've been drinking 120 ounces of Panera coffee a day for the last week, and my life has never been better. It's got back from a workout. This is what's fueling it right here. Just one cream, that's all, okay? Otherwise, completely black, just like how I like my country. All right, so today, but that's not the point today. Today we have the highly anticipated McCrispy strips from McDonald's. People were boycotting this company for a little while, but obviously that does nothing because just like our monetary system, the economy is completely fake. They're out here selling these McNuggets as big as pinpricks for like $20. Somebody's still buying it. Probably fat people and friendly fire. It is what it is. All right, but the McCrispy strips with, I think it's creamy chili sauce. I have not looked into this bag or into this container or anything since I just got back with it, back to my home with it. Uh, I do follow, however, the fast food review market. Haven't seen any real reviews for this yet, but I was following the McCrispy strips while they were in the testing markets. They usually pick like New York City, Boston, these big cities that's probably who's really eating all this crap. And even these people, and I use that term loosely, people that is, the urbanites from these mass city centers, they said that McCrispy strips is basically the meat that was such low quality and so terrible they couldn't even sell this garbage as McNuggets. For whatever reason, McDonald's, with this completely negative overview from all the test markets, decided that they were going to add this as a permanent menu item, allegedly. I guess we'll just see how that is, tubes. I'm reaching into it here for the first time. I did obviously get a meal because, listen, obviously we need to see if some fries dipped up in this sauce, which is possibly the only redeeming part of it. But listen, I don't want to be too negative. I'm just listening to the experts. Back the last time I uploaded on this channel, there was a lot of expert trusting going on. And obviously I want to stay in the realm of what was acceptable 4 years ago because, well, this channel was never did anything wrong. And, why not keep it that way? All right, 1 4-pack of McCrispy strips. Should I do it like review bra? We got to get the thumbnail shot here. Oh, that was good soy. Good soy face. It looks better than the promotional material, to be honest. It doesn't look that desirable, but, it's crazy. The imagery that they were using, it looked like not flavored, not seasoned batter, not seasoned breading. They looked weird. They looked like elongated chicken breast strips breaded like in a very undesirable way. What I'm seeing in front of me now looks better than what I saw on the material. So McCrispy strips, I think these totaled out to be like $1.50 a piece. That's a complete scam, but if it tastes pretty good, sometimes I just need a little something. Let's see what it do. That is not pleasant. Why is it so greasy, dude? You guys got grease at McDonald's? Are the fries greasy like that? Yeah, it immediately reminds me of somebody. I worked at Quick Start for a lot of years. If you know, you know. So you might know it as Quick Trip up in the Minnesota and Wisconsin area and all that. And they had these things called roller bites, which were like formed meat slurry chicken like. Because they're not chicken nuggets, like there's something different. They're like if you like put a bunch of chicken nuggets into a hydraulic press and then soaked it in more grease. That's what roller bites taste like. These taste very, very similar in consistency and extreme greasiness to the roller bites, which is not what you want from a chicken. Like you can see, there's a pretty good amount of meat to breading ratio here. Like this is really unheard of for like KFC or any of these places that serve at least something that's kind of close to real chicken, which this is not. This is compressed wet grease sponge. Not I mean, like, and the flavor is the breading's all right, but the meat is just maybe if you're not familiar with these roller bites, maybe you would be like having a pleasant naivety. Is that even naivety to the whole thing? But that is not something I want to pay money to eat. However, I love my sauces. Hopefully this is about to cover all the losses. Cheers to all the bosses, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me check it out one time. That is so much better. Obviously, this is a mayonnaise-based sauce here. What else is in this? Yes, just as I thought. Soybean oil. Water, sugar, and vinegar. Red jalapeno pepper puree soy sauce. But it's just got a very, this is a very strong sauce. The flavor of these fries is not, let me see how a fry goes up in this sauce right here. Oh! Vinegar, soy sauce. You got some of that jalapeno pepper punch. It's exactly what these strips need. And it's a very unfortunate situation that these are what are pairing together, because you just have this you have this grease sponge. It tastes, that's like my very close personal friend, the Wolf Pit, likes to say, it's like chewing on a moist mattress in a nursing home. This has more of a bite to it, but it's because it's just like mush. That was all, like I said, it's a bunch of scraps hydraulic pressed into a form and then soaked in grease and very lightly breaded and fried. So this is really the perfect receptacle. It's so greasy and so, and this is such a sharp sauce that it really comes together perfectly. But I'm going to finish this one strip, and then I will shamefully gorge the rest of this complete trash off camera. Hey, cheers to remembering my password, am I right? Woo! Actually, this is just breading here. Let me finish this bite real quick. I feel like this might be the best part of that entire McCrispy strip. And I might have just got a particularly oily selection here. I don't know, but in any case, the sauce is expertly crafted in order to make up for all of the shortcomings of the McCrispy strip. So I will say I think it's a little more intelligent than what McDonald's is usually running with. But I just really wouldn't want to eat these without the sauce. I mean, definitely, they would be legitimately unpleasant to eat. You could just get a regular McNugget and then knock back, about a tablespoon of soybean oil, and you're probably going to be about achieving the same result. So just like every fast food, it's not worth it. Don't buy this garbage. However, I think you can probably get these sauce packets, at least in my populous urban location, for like 25 cents a piece. If you're in a slop mode, you can get these fries. A large McDonald's fry over this way is $1.29. You know what I'm saying? Get that, throw in a 25-cent sauce. Try that out if you're into a sharp, creamy sauce. But leave the grease sponges alone, tubes. Anyway, if you're wondering what's been up with me, not too much. I really don't do anything anymore at all whatsoever. I got into something called counter gambling, which is a great thing. It's pretty much completely dead now. I haven't been talking about it at all. I haven't posted anything on any website for at least like 4 months, even on my alts and everything like that. But I got into this thing called counter gambling, which is basically abusing online casinos for their like systems or whatever, their benefits. And I made many thousands of dollars doing that, but it's pretty much all dead now. And then coincidentally, I just happened to get a knock on the door from Indian Susan. That's the CEO since the last time this channel existed. The other one is not with us anymore. You might have heard about that, but I think he was trying to do like door-to-door solar panel sales. And I was like, wait a minute, aren't you Indian Susan, the guy who runs YouTube? He's like, hey, Trump economy, tariffs cost too much. I couldn't really speak whatever he was speaking. But in any case, I said, hey, you think I could get that channel back? And we really bonded over some curry. It was a great time, and now we're back at it. And by back at it, I mean I don't know if I'll ever use this channel for anything ever, but I figured a dank food review was as good a reason as any, and I'll see where it goes. All right. Oh, so this video is only in 720p because since I haven't done anything for months, I didn't pay the license on my recording software to get 1080p, so we got to start somewhere. All right. Either way. I have been your host, the Grease Guzzler, and I'll catch you again sooner than later, or maybe never again, just depends on how I feel. Peace.